Hello everyone, today I'm here to do my June book haul. So I have a mixture of books that publishers sent me as well as a lot of books I bought. Apparently I just love watching my bank account empty. Just kidding. I don't love that. Anyway, let's begin because it's quite a lot of books. So the first two books I'm going to show you are actually books I got in book boxes. The first one is going to be My Lady Jane by Cynthia Han, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. I got this in my Owl Crate box if you want to check out that video up here as well as down below. And I also have already read and reviewed this book, so again, link will be right up here and I'll try to link it down below as well. I love this book. This is a historical YA novel all about Jane, who was really queen for 9 days and then it was off with their head. So the authors decided to change history a little bit, make her have a happier ending, and it's just a hilarious, funny book. I say if you like The Princess Bride, this is right up your alley. It's a hilarious book. It's already one of my favorites of the whole year already, so I loved it to say the least. Now the next book came in my Fairy Loot box, which I have yet to upload, but it'll actually be up on Monday. So it's just like a sneak peek into the box, but the video will be up Monday, so don't you fret. It'll be up very soon, I promise. That book is going to be Ivory and Bone by Julie Espa, and this is a prehistoric novel, and I know there's not too many YA prehistoric novels out there, so that's intriguing. I have heard very mixed reviews on it, but we'll have to see. It's interesting with a prehistoric novel, and it's about this boy, and he's a clan, I think he meets a girl, and it has allusions to Pride and Prejudice, so that all sounds very intriguing, very mysterious, so we'll have to see how this plays out. The cover is beautiful, but we'll just have to see how it is. I haven't read, I don't think, any prehistoric novels, so that'll be interesting. The next book, Quarterly actually sent me, and if you don't know, Quarterly is a box subscription. They have a various wide range of boxes, like there's food ones, there's fashion ones, you name it, they will have it. So Quarterly reached out to me, and by the way, this is not sponsored at all. They have just kindly reached out to me and asked me to talk to you guys about this box, and I thought I would do it because it sounds like an amazing box. So Quarterly has made a new box, and it's called the Literary Box. This one is going to be a quarterly one, like I said, so it'll be every 3 months instead of monthly, and it will be curated by a different author each time. So that's awesome. So what will be included with that is when the author that they pick will include their new release, 2 to 3 books that inspire them, as well as some bookish goodies. So that just sounds intriguing right there. You're getting a box curated by the author, so that's awesome. So the book they sent me to go along with that, because their first box is just going to be released this month, and the first author that's going to be curating it is Lauren Weisenberger with her new book, The Singles Game. If you haven't heard of her, she wrote The Devil Wears Prada, which I have yet to read, but the movie is one of my favorites. It's like one of those chick flick movies that I just watch repetitively. So she's really wide known. So her new book is all about tennis. It's about this girl that is a tennis player, and she decides to get a new coach, and her new coach kind of wants to make her like the bad girl of tennis, like get her known in the media, like change her life, and this whole book is about her trying to grapple. Does she want to do that image, or does she want to be faithful to herself and her true image and stuff like that? So like I said, this will be included in the box, and Lauren Weisenberg is actually including an annotated version of her book. So if you really like her, I'd highly recommend it. And she's also going to be including 2 books that inspire her, as well as some bookish goodies. And if you're interested, they also have a YA literary box, so you can either pick the adult one or the young adult one. The YA one, Beth Revis is curating it, which I love her. She wrote the Across the Universe trilogy, and her new book will be in it, as well as 2 books that inspire her, as well as some bookish goodies. If you're interested in the literary box, I will leave the links all down below to check them out. They're on sale right now for pre-order, and I highly recommend it. You know, it's always good trying out new boxes. So like I said, this is not sponsored at all. Quarterly is just an awesome company, and I think they're great, and I want to help them out as much as I can, because it's always good to spread the word about different authors, and the fact that these boxes will be curated by the authors themselves just really intrigues me. The next book Disney Hyperion sent to me, that is Sea Spell by Jennifer Donnelly. This is the 4th and final book in the Deep Blue saga, I want to say. It's all about mermaids. I have yet to read the first 3 books, but I've heard mixed things about this as well. I'm not very good with mermaid books, so we'll just have to see. But I do have a giveaway going on this on my Instagram if you want to check it out. So look up Bookables, and you will see this picture on there, and you can go win a copy of it, as well as a cool nail polish. So thank you, Disney and Hyperion, for sending me this. The covers are intriguing, though, aren't they? They're beautiful. Okay, and the last book a publisher sent me for a while, I'm going to include one other one, is going to be like a cool package one, and that is going to be With Malice by Eileen Cook. Big Honcho Media sent this to me. This book is like a mystery one about a girl that goes to Italy, and then she gets in a car accident, and suddenly she wakes up and doesn't know what happened, and it's all about her uncovering this mystery of why she was in this car accident and stuff like that. So it intrigues me because I'm getting a lot better with reading thrillers. I've only read one. Obviously, I'm not amazing at it, but I want to try. This sounds good. But they sent some cool things to go along with it. So they sent like a fingerprint shirt of Jill Sharon, who is the main protagonist of this book, but that's cool. So sent this bloodied passport over. I don't know if I could use this in like real life without being like, what you do, girl? They also sent like an evidence bag with a car key with some dirt in the bottom of it. So that's awesome. I love when publishers take the time out to do like these PR packages and like do all these extra things with it. It really adds to the book, I think. So we'll have to check it out. I've read mixed reviews on this as well, but I definitely want to read it soon because branching out is always a good thing. Now, like the next 6 books are going to be all adult books, so I just want to throw that out there. I went on a little bit of a spree because I'm trying to branch out this year. It's my whole main goal is branching out and quality books. The first book actually I'm reading right now, I just started it, and it is called The Hypnotist's Love Story by Liane Moriarty. I've read 2 of her books. I've read What Alice Forgot and Big Little Lies. I've yet to read or buy The Husband's Secret. What's wrong with me? That's like her most widely known book, and I've yet to buy it. It's all about a hypnotist named Ellen who meets a guy and they start dating, and then this guy tells her, hey, just to let you know, I have a stalker. And most people will probably be like, what? That's scary. Like, what is going on? Ellen is quite opposite. She's intrigued by it. She thinks it's interesting. She thinks it adds on to this guy. So she's just intrigued the mess by it. And so she wants to meet the stalker. She wants to find her and meet her. But little does she know that she's already met her. You probably put 2 and 2 together, obviously. But so far, I'm really liking it. I have heard mixed reviews about this. A lot of people say they like it. A lot of people they don't. I like Liane Moriarty's book. They're not like my all-time favorites, but they're a quick, fun read. And sometimes that's just what you need to get through the day. And so I'm looking forward to finishing this. Like I said, I'm only about 50 pages in, maybe even 100. No, it's 50, but I'm liking it so far. So if you've read this, let me know what you thought of it. Coincidence of Coconut Cake, and I do not like coconut cake at all. I hate coconut, love the smell of it, can smell that stuff all day. Do not like the taste of it. But this is all about a girl named Lou. She is trying to build her struggling restaurant in Milwaukee. She's engaged, and then she finds out her fiance cheated on her, and that night she has this huge blogger slash reviewer come to review her food, and of course it's on the worst day of her life because she just found out her fiance cheated on her. So she gets a bad review and they start to talk a little bit more. She starts to show them about Milwaukee and stuff. I've read that this will make you want to move to Milwaukee ASAP, which I never had thought about, but maybe I will after I read this. I don't know, but I've heard this is such like a great Milwaukee type of theme book with food, and I'm a sucker for travel and food books any day of the week, and it just sounds like a great summer read for me. So I hopefully will begin this soon. But the next book I got is a book of an author I've never really read before, and I'm surprised I haven't because she's so popular, and that is Jennifer Weiner's Good in Bed. And like I said, she's very popular. I've heard a lot about her. I've just never read or bought one of her books, but I thought I'd try it out. This is about this girl named Canny, who it's about her year as being 28. She is a pop culture reporter for this column for this magazine, and one day she opens up this nationally known women's magazine and finds this article, Loving a Larger Woman, written by none other than her ex-boyfriend. So automatically, like, her whole great year has been like, boop. Because if I read that, I'd feel the same exact way, no doubt. It's all about that, you know, trying to figure out, like, maybe talking to her ex-boyfriend, but I think that's the general synopsis of this book. I've read good things about this. I don't know, like, what Jennifer Weiner's most popular book is. You'll have to let me know and tell me, recommend me other books by her, because this is my first journey into Jennifer Weiner, so let me know. The next book I bought, I was really debating whether to buy it or not because it sounded so amazing, and I've read so many amazing reviews, but I don't like to steer away from heartbreak novels, even though they're some of the best books I've read. Reviews beat it out for me. That's what made me want to buy this book, and it's called A Man Named Ove by Frederick Backman. This is a debut author, and it's about a man named Ove, obviously, and he is the grumpiest man you'll ever meet. Like, as soon as I read it, I thought of, like, Grumpy Old Men. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But he's just very grumpy. He wants nothing to do with his life. His wife had died a couple years ago, and he wants to join her in the afterlife because he has no desire to be in this world at all if she's not there. Then one day, this family moves in right next to him. It's a parent with 3 young children, and he gets caught up in their world, and it's all heartwarming and stuff like that. I have just heard so many things about this book, how funny it is, but how it's so funny it's going to make you cry. So I'm so nervous to read this, but I know I have to because it just sounds amazing. The reviews sound amazing. Just the general synopsis sounds amazing, and it sounds like a book that's just gonna squeeze the crap out of your heart, which is a good and a bad thing. The next 2 books should come as no shock to anybody ever. I got 2 more JoJo Moy books because if it hasn't been clear enough that I'm obsessed with her, I don't know what else. I've read Me Before You, I've read After You, I've read 1+1, and I've read the Last Letter to Your Lover from Your Lover. I forget what it was. So I got Silver Bay, which is honestly one of her least rated novels. It hasn't been that good. It's all about like this place called Silver Bay, and a lot of people said they liked it just because of the town and the atmosphere that they created. It's about a guy coming into this town. That's all I really know about it. Like I said, it wasn't really rated high, but I thought I'd try it because I just like JoJo Moyes. And the other one I got is The Girl You Left Behind, which is one of her most popular ones. And this is about named Sophie, and this is 1916. She's having to take care of her house and her children while her husband fights on the battlefront, and the Germans come into town and take over their town, and they decide to take up residence at their hotels, so she has to make them dinner every single night. And then one of the captains, or one of the higher ranking guys, okay, I apologize, notices one of the paintings in her room that her husband painted, and there begins like a web of lies and what she should do. And then it also fast forwards to many years later that there's this painting in this woman's house, and so I think she tries to research it and stuff like that. JoJo Moyes is great with the whole 2 different time periods, because you get glimpses of both of them, and you just get sucked up in learning about it. And I've just heard amazing things about this book, and it's JoJo Moyes, so she should not disappoint. I love her writing. The next book I started reading, but if I'm honest with you guys, I don't think I'm going to finish it because I'm just not liking it. That is A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavaraw. I mean, look at the cover though. Oh my gosh. This is all about a girl named Holmes and Watson. They are like the great grandchildren of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, of course. It's all about them going to this prep school, and then there's a murder that happens. They have to figure out it together. And I thought I was really going to like this, but I've already read 100 pages, and I really had to push myself to read those 100 pages. So I think, honestly, I'm just going to have to abandon it because I just don't like the writing a lot. I felt like the story's very slow paced. I'm really not even liking the main characters, honestly. And so I don't know. If you've read this book, please let me know. Does it get better? Should I trudge on with it? You let me know, because I'm just not really liking it. It's a shame because the cover's so beautiful, but covers can fool you a lot. The next book I bought is called The Problem with Forever by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is my first Jennifer L. Armentrout book. No, I take that back. I think I started to read her really popular Onyx series. Is that what it's called? I forget. One was really freaking out about it a couple years ago, and I didn't like it. I couldn't finish them. Yeah, I know it's a really unpopular opinion, but that's how I feel. It was definitely do not finish for me. But I've heard her adult books are amazing. Or is this an adult book? No, I think this is just a random contemporary one. All I know, it's about a girl that was homeschooled a lot, and then finally in her final year she goes to public school and she meets a boy from her past, and that's all I really know about it. With contemporary books, that's just kind of all you really need to know, but I've heard really good things about this book, so I'm hoping to like it because I didn't enjoy her other series a lot, but you know, hey, everyone's different. It's okay. And the next book I got is one I'm very excited to read, but very nervous, and that is a tyranny. I don't know. Of Petticoats, and this is edited by Jessica Spotswood, and this is 15 stories of belles, bank robbers, and other badass girls, which sounds awesome. This also, again, has mixed reviews on it, but I'm just so intrigued by the 15 stories about awesome kick-butt girls. Lou, Marissa Meyer, Beth Revis. That's all I really know. Andrea Kramer, I've read some of her stuff, and yeah, like I said, I've heard mixed reviews on it, but it just sounds so intriguing and interesting. And it's one of those books I think I could read fast, but the last anthology I read was kind of a letdown, so that's why I think I've been so apprehensive to pick this up immediately. But yeah, it sounds really awesome, and I'm really hoping to like it because I love the whole premise of it. I think it's great. You know, 15 stories about kick-butt girls. Yes, please. And this is gonna be kind of a different book for you guys because, yeah, this is a cookbook, and it is Back to the Kitchen by Freddie Prinze Jr. Guys, I have been grappling with buying this book for like the past month. I knew it was coming out for a while, but I immediately wanted to buy it because of Freddie Prinze Jr. because I'm obsessed with Sarah Michelle Gellar. We all know. And they're like my star couple. Everyone's got their star couple. They are mine. And I was like, I'm not going to buy this book just because of him. I can't do that again. I do it with Lauren Conrad, and they just sit on my shelf. And I wasn't gonna buy it, and then the more I started hearing about it when it came out, then I saw videos of him cooking this stuff, and I was like, hold up, I want to cook all of those things. Like I am genuinely interested in these recipes. So I decided to buy it, and you can already see how many things I've bookmarked. I'm actually cooking one of his meals tonight, so I'm excited I bought it, and I think it's a really cool cookbook because it has a lot of stories in it of like his ties to the recipe, and it talks a lot about his kids and his wife. Yes, I'll read anything with Sarah Michelle Gellar in it. I like the simplicity of it and how he's just a very down-to-earth guy, so I'm excited to try out his recipes. I have a lot saved, a lot. So I'm hoping to really get a lot of good use out of it. This will not be on my bookshelf. This will be in my kitchen. So like I said, the last 2 books publisher sent to me, and they're both like kind of boxes, so I thought I'd show you. The first one I just got yesterday, and it's from Tortine, and it came in this little bag, and it says buys, and it says shoplifters will be beheaded, come again. Yeah, it's like a little shopping bag, and it comes included with a deals to die for. And it is an arc of Vesa in the Night by Sarah Porter. So when I was reading this, it's a very interesting novel. It's all about this enchanted kingdom of Brooklyn and this girl, Vasa, she is their stepmother, and they run this convenience store called Buy. So get the packaging here, and whenever like a shoplifter, and whenever somebody steals something, her stepmom will quite literally behead them. Sometimes even if they don't shoplift, she just does it. So I think she escapes or something, and she has something from her real mom, like a little gift or something. It's like a erg. It's a tough walking wooden doll with sticky fingers, a bottle in the stomach, and a ferocious cunning. And then it says with her help, she might be able to break the witch's curse, which I'm guessing is her stepmom. I'm not sure, but this is inspired by the Russian folktale Velisia the Beautiful. So I've never heard of that folklore tale at all. I don't know if it sounds like it's true to this book, but it's very intriguing. All this stuff on it, this deals to die for. It says, let's see, Professor Pepper's Sippable Shadow, Man in the Moon Cheese Crackers, Fuss Gus's Sugar Spores. And it's just really awesome packaging. It looks like a genuine store. So it came with a bath bomb, so that's pretty cool. As well as a cool little nail polish that says Sin and Dex approved. I don't know what that means, but that's awesome. It also came with the actual wooden doll that they talk about in the novel, the Herb Girl or something. And that's her, so I guess she really wreaks havoc, so don't mess with this chick. She'll probably kill you. Thank you, Tortine, for sending me that little package. I thought it was really cool opening up. I was intrigued by everything. Next thing I want to show you is actually something that Penguin Teen sent to me. And it says, in 2015, one book emerged as the most highly acclaimed fantasy debut in YA. On April 30th, the sequel will set the world on fire. And I was reading it, and I knew immediately that they were talking about Ember and Ashes by Sabbath Tahir. So I about literally keeled over, because I was like, if a torture gets the night is here, I'm going to lose my mind. But it wasn't. But that's okay. So they just decided to send me Ember and the Ashes by Sabbath Tahir, which actually I don't even own. I think I got an ARC a while ago, and I lent it out to a friend. I've never seen it again, but I actually have a paperback copy now, so that's cool. But they're just promoting it for the second book, and I've read this book last year. It's one of my favorites. It was awesome. I think it lives up to the hype, honestly. I'm very excited for the second one, because there wasn't even going to be a second one. We were going to be left on this cliffhanger. What? Map of everything, like the Empire and all that stuff, and the Tribal Desert, the Great Waste, all that amazing stuff. It also sent me this cool candle. Ooh, I love it. I'll use it. I also sent me these long stockings. I've already worn these, just to let you know, so is that okay to say that? I don't know, have anything to do with the book, but maybe it's supposed to be like keep you warm because Ember in the Ashes. I don't know, but that's awesome. Thank you, Penguin Teen, for sending me that. And thank you to all the other publishers for sending me books. I highly appreciate it, and I want you to know that it doesn't go for granted. I truly appreciate everything that you guys do. So this is my lengthy book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have read or heard of any of these books, please let me know down in the comments. Which ones have you read? Did you like them? Did you not like them? I need your help, guys. You always help me tell me which ones I really need to push up on my TBR first. Let me know, please. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.